Some good news if you need to catch up on a little sleep this weekend. We're turning back the clocks on Sunday at 2 a.m. as daylight saving time ends. But while an extra hour of sleep is nice, the shift can have some health impacts. Joining us live to discuss this is Dr. Jim Keany from Dignity Health St. Mary's Medical Center. Dr. Keany, thank you so much for being with us this morning. Even if it's an hour, just a short amount of time, how does the change in sleep impact our overall health?
Well, we know from data that's published that sleep definitely, or this change in time definitely increases the risk of stroke and heart attack. We see a bump in those. We also see a bump in car accidents and other workplace accidents coming into the emergency department during the times where we shift time and time of day. And mood disorders like anxiety or depression can actually get worse during that time.
Wow, those are some serious effects. How does the sleep shift affect our circadian rhythm, and why does that matter?
Yeah, so that's why a lot of this happens is we have a disruption in our circadian rhythm. Your body's used to going to bed at a certain time, waking up at a certain time. As the seasons change, the light-dark change is a little bit more subtle, but even that affects our bodies in a negative way. So that disruption can cause reduced sleep quality and lead to all those other problems we talked about.
Dr. Keany, who in our population will have negative effects the most when we change our clocks?
People with mood disorders to start with, say you have a slight problem with anxiety or depression, and many people do, and they're managing it just fine. And this could be the thing that just pushes them over the edge and makes it that much more difficult to get through the day.
Anything we can do to lessen the impact come Sunday?
Sure. I mean, you can start now by changing the time you go to bed a little bit. On this side of it, what we're doing is going to bed earlier, which makes it harder. But we're waking up an hour later, so it's easier to wake up in a way. And in the winter, in general, it's much harder to get out of bed, right? When your room isn't filled with sunlight and it's not warm, and the alarm clock goes off in the dark. But that's the good side on the other side of daylight savings time in the summer.
Right. We just have to manage it the best way we can. Dr. Jim Keany, thank you so much for being with us and giving us these tips. We appreciate it. Sleep well.
Thank you.
Sleep tight.